Sanfilippo served on that board. And
that's true.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long since he was on it.
Well, there's been a huge jump in the number of aggravated assaults in Milwaukee. However, Milwaukee's police chief says that may actually be a good thing.
Fox 6's Chip Brewster is live downtown with more on the latest crime stats for the city. How do they look, Chip?
Well, overall, those 8 most serious crimes reported each year barely changed from 2011 to 2012, dropping just about 300 incidents, which is 0.8% overall, as I mentioned. But when you break those numbers down further, you find that thefts and robberies dropped to a 6-year low. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, aggravated assaults, which include many acts of domestic violence, jumped a staggering 33%, or more than 1,000 incidents. The chief's reaction to that number, his department may have something to do with it.
We are seeing it seriously. We're trying to encourage those reports.
Milwaukee Police Chief Ed Flynn believes the jump of more than 1,000 aggravated assault reports doesn't necessarily mean more than 1,000 more incidents occurred. He says over the past year, his officers have doubled down on trying to help victims of domestic violence.
I think it's probably some of both.
Carmen Petrie is the executive director of the Sojourner Family Peace Center. The agency has seen its own domestic violence referral numbers also jump. She agrees with the chief in part, but argues even statistics have their limits.
We sort of think of it as a pyramid, and what we know, the reported violence is the top of the pyramid. What's actually happening in our community is this broad base of violence that's impacting people.
The big strategic picture is, we've made a lot of progress, but clearly we need to start making some adjustments because the improvements have slowed down.
While the new stats show total crime has dropped more than 20% since 2007, the fact is most of that improvement came within the following 3 years. When you look at the most recent year-to-year stats, some categories show only minor changes in either direction. Chief Flynn believes the criminal community has adjusted to the new tactics he brought to the office and that it's time for some new strategy.
We've got some plans. We're not ready to release them yet, but we're going to be adjusting our tactics as we continue to try to understand the nature of the problem we're dealing with and to make sure that our responses are appropriate.
And the chief also made it a point to say the vast majority of victims of aggravated assaults and murders often have a serious criminal history themselves. That said, he notes that any stranger, say a tourist in downtown Milwaukee, has a, quote, exceedingly remote chance of being assaulted or becoming a victim themselves. Reporting live in downtown Milwaukee, Chip Brewster, Fox 6 News.
Chip, thank you so much. That brings